We're public. I'm so unprepared. So scary. So yes, we will be starting soon, about 10 minutes till the official show. I wish I could edit this YouTube video. I guess technically I can, but I don't care. First Tempcast with video. Very exciting. I really wish Urza would come here so that I could stop randomly rambling by myself. But he's not coming, which is very depressing. I really don't like talking to myself, which is what I'm doing right now. Join? I'm gonna yell at him to join. My ugly beard. Oh, he's gonna be right back. That's awesome. Alright, well, I'm all alone until then. Alright, gonna update the thread. It's horrible. Just keep skipping through this video if you're at this point. I don't want you to. Luckily there's 0 viewers, so no one's actually watching this live. Oh. There's 1 viewer. I don't know who just joined, but hello there. I hope it's not like me in another tab. So that's exciting, right? This is the awkward pre-show. Oh, there's 2 viewers now. Hello there. This is the awkward pre-show where Urza decides to go AFK, and I'm stuck here to talk to myself. So thank you for joining me. Hope you're prepared for the best show ever. Let me post an IRC so people can make fun of me. Oh, there's only 1 viewer now. Someone left. I hope it was the first guy. I don't like the second guy. Oh my god, there's 3 viewers. We've tripled our numbers in the past 10 seconds. 4 viewers! Oh my god. I feel so special. I feel really bad for any of you watching this. Like, I'm sorry. There's 7 now. I'm embarrassed. The hell is Urza? People keep emailing me. Ghosty, I don't know if you're watching this, but there's a girl in your picture. Oh, that girl. Right now I am burning a candle, right behind some aluminum foil, cherry blossom. It is right next to, I just saw some viewer there. They got bored at the candle talk. This is my favorite candle, denim. It's very exciting. Smells like jeans. We lost another viewer. Oh, we gained one though. So, the candle talk, sort of. Mr. Cal, you guys talk on how Sony repoof Nintendo. I'll probably talk about that. I was very sad when Sony repoof Nintendo. Hey, if any of you are watching, go to the IRC channel. We're chatting. JustinGBAtempt.net. So, because apparently there's no chat in YouTube. I think you can comment the stream though. But that's boring. Don't do that. Hi guys. Hi everyone watching. This is the pre-show in which Urza has abandoned me to single-handedly entertain you. So, I apologize. It's like the worst thing ever. I know I've said that at least 10 times now, but it really is. Mr. Cow, the Sony All-Star tags, look at them. That is the best thing ever. So, if y'all go to YouTube and search for PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale E3 trailer, there's a preview for the Super Smash Bros. Ripoff, but in the tags, it's Super Smash Brothers. Super Smash Bros. SSB. That's so funny. Is that real? Like, who posted that? Hi. Hi, Fire Gray. Are you watching me right now? This cow is real. Oh. How horribly boring is this? Give me a confirmation. Oh. Pretty boring. Yeah. Alright. Thanks. 7 out of 10. Huh. Still ground to make up. I don't know. Alright. Gonna invite him for like the 8th time. I hope he just magically shows up. He's probably making a sandwich. Every time before we start the show, he just goes to make a sandwich. Yeah, I want to have a staring contest with you guys. Just 12 people at once. I've never taken on. Let me just get my eyes ready. Alright. I don't know why I opened my eyes wide. I think that makes them drier faster. I lost. Mr. Cow, were the game. Lost. So who has won E3 so far? Sony. No, I have no idea. I think it's unfair, yeah, even if you're not a Nintendo fanboy. It's just that Nintendo has really the only exciting thing to talk about. I mean, they already won it, in my opinion, in their little pre-E3 show, just because they had something to talk about, really. I mean, Sony spent like half their show on that horrible book thing. That was so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna give some trivia here. Who can name? Oh, what was that? What was that game called? The Ubisoft new IP thing. Um, Watchdog. All right. Who can name the bad guy from that? From the trailer, obviously. This game's not out yet. All right. No, I really don't care. But the funny thing is, I literally have a friend with the same exact first and last name, and he was like watching it, and he was just like, "What the like?" It's so funny. So now he's never gonna be able to like Google his own name because only things from that game are gonna show up. I feel like Urza abandoned me. I don't think he's coming back. Oh, he said sec. So unless he was typoing sex, I think he's almost ready. Everyone that wants to join, just wait. Because the one thing about Google Hangouts is there's no like good way to manage. Like there's no queue that people can be like click and be like, oh, add me. So Urza is saying nothing. So we kind of have to do it weird where you message me somehow with your email just because it's easier to find you that way. Then I invite you. Then you join, and then you leave. It's horrible, but we're just trying out this Google Hangout stuff because it seems pretty cool. I really hate Urza. I hope he's watching this right now. I really hate you. Screwed me over. I sent him a very angry. Ah, Terminator's coming! Alright, Terminator's coming, guys. I guess there's some banging noise in Urza's life. Hello!
Whoa. You're really big.
That's what she said. Do you have a webcam?
No, I don't.
Ah.
We discussed this before.
Oh, well, what I want to do is just have people that don't want to be on and have webcams just have a point at something. Like, I want Urza to just write his name on a slip of paper, so, like, whenever...
So this hasn't started yet.
Alright.
I would hope.
No, it won't be in broadcasting. It won't be in the official show. Like, this is the pre-show, but Urza just, like, bailed out.
He's what? He's still online, isn't he? Or he is on Skype?
No, it's just like there's a noise, so I don't know. Whatever. We'll just add him later. We're gonna have to start now.
Whoa, I don't know how long I can be on. I mean, I cannot be on long at all. We'll see. I might just stay up all night.
No, just totally leave. Whatever. I can't tell if ping pong is serious.
What did he say?
He said Tempcast Live is amazing. I somehow feel like he's not serious.
Yeah, he's probably not. Wait, where's the official chat? Are you in IRC or what?
Yeah. Yeah, obviously this is a poorly put together thing, like everything that Tempcast does.
Hey man.
And all the hosts.
Everything you do. Leave it at that.
You guys will all be added. Let's see. I can replace Terminator. No, we can actually have up to 9 people on this, so it's gonna get crazy.
See, what's the Tempcast Live channel? What is it called?
I have no idea. There's just a user
Is it Tempcast? Official Tempcast channel.
Oh, no, we're just in gbatemp.net.
Oh, you're not even in the Tempcast channel?
No, who cares? Whatever. No one else is in there. It was Tempcast Live as the Tempcast.
Really? We have Tempcast and Tempcast Live.
I really want to stop. No, I think Tempcast was the original one.
Yeah, I don't see Tempcast Live. No, I do not. Yeah, I just see Tempcast. I'm joining right now.
Join gbatemp.net. Everyone's there.
I'll join it also. Freaking jerk.
Oh, you guys ruined this.
I ruined this?
It's gonna go off so perfectly.
Hold up.
Now I'm embarrassed. I really love whenever you talk, it just shows a giant white screen. No, I can't hear you. Oh my god, is Urza here?
Yeah.
Say. That's perfect. I forgive you now. No, if you just spent the last like 15 minutes trying to get that, I don't care.
Is Terminator coming?
He's here.
Oh, he's here?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So no, seriously, we're gonna get started. I don't care what else.
Are we live?
We were planning. This has been live for 20 minutes, and I've been awkwardly talking to 12 people.
Well, then you started 10 minutes early.
Did he start 10 minutes early? What happened?
Yes, that was the plan.
Oh, you're a big jerk.
Alright.
Urza, what is that? It's a piece of yarn.
Yes, twine.
Twine.
I thought it was a microwave marshmallow at first. Not gonna lie.
Let me make that a little clearer.
Oh, well, thank you for the enhancement.
There we go.
I can really see the individual threads. Oh,
alright, so, no, seriously, everyone watching this, we're starting. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So, either you deleted my read, or we never had one. So, I'll just make one up. Stop typing.
Sorry. Just getting into the official...
I don't care. Stop typing. Stop typing and talking.
Fine. I'm done.
Welcome to Tempcast Live, Episode 2, on June 4th, 2012. My name is Dan, Mr. Cow, and with me is, I don't care about you saying your own names, Terminator and Urza. We're just going to moderate the call. We wanted to do E3 Day 1 of press conference sort of talk chat, get some of our amazing viewers' opinions, and we also wanted to try out Google Hangouts, which seems like it was made for us to broadcast on. So, just to get some quick thoughts, because this is horribly planned, I don't know. What do you guys think about the first day? Quick thoughts.
I only saw the Microsoft and the Sony conference because I'm working on a video right now for a project. So, you are?
Wait, what? No, I just saw those two.
I thought you said me too. Big jerk. So I don't know. I thought Microsoft had a lot of games, and some of them were interesting, but most of them were not.
Cool.
I heard the Ubisoft one was really good, but I didn't watch it, so screw me.
All right, Urza.
What's up?
What'd you think of the conferences?
I thought that they started out a little slow. I mean, the most interesting thing to come out of Microsoft was their tablet interface streaming Apple TV-esque deal that they had. And personally, I'm not a big FPS guy, so a lot of those announcements, which are probably the highlight for some other people, weren't that interesting to me. And then there are a few standout games. Let's see. Ubisoft's conference, I guess they announced the new IP, Watch Dogs, which, although we don't know exactly what it is, but it seems like it's a third-person game, and the character, it's set in a world where everything is networked together electronically, and this guy somehow he's like an employee at some government utility company. And he, I guess, has access to all these devices, and he's gone rogue or something. So I guess you go around, you're completing objectives that they didn't detail what the objectives are, but he has a phone that he can use to basically hack everything in the world. So like if there's someone coming along in a car that he needs to kidnap or interrogate or something along those lines, when they're heading up to an intersection, he can pull out his phone, hit a button, change the street light to red or whatever. He can do that.
Oh, the street light completely froze the car.
I don't think so. I think they
froze the transmission or something, and the car went barreling forward.
I thought he made both sides green so that both lanes ran into each other.
It looked like the car was affected somehow. I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Wasn't there some other things he did, like I guess he can jam cell phones. I think, and that's all we really. He can hack into audio streams that are live, and I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff, but it was a pretty short video, and they didn't go into a lot.
All right, sounds great. Stop talking. So we have our first hangouter of the night.
Wow.
James or Ash Short, or ever. Is that how you pronounce it?
Sure as you're right. Said Ash for short, though.
All right. I didn't know.
So that means I'm coming through then.
I thought when you said it was Ash Short, that's how you pronounced that.
No, I meant Ash.
All right. Well, that's horrible. So, Ash, James, what
It's
did you
weird
like?
with two monitors. I got to keep looking back at you at this side, then I look here, then I look back, then I look here.
You look really cool
what
doing
did I
it, though.
You look
ADHD,
very
that's
like
what
you're
it
doing
looks
something very important.
Well, you were just talking about Ubisoft and Watch Dogs, and I actually really liked that. That sort of came right out of nowhere. I didn't think Ubisoft would show anything interesting outside of sequels.
Well, I just know that I personally never, ever, ever have watched any, and it's also because I'm a loser. I've never watched like a publisher's E3 thing because they're usually horribly lame.
Oh, God. That's why you got to watch them, though.
What?
Konami's 2 years ago was priceless with, I don't even remember his name, but he was talking about 99 Nights 2, and he's like, extreme. And everyone's just fucking staring at him in the room. Anyone mind me swearing? Because it's going to happen. I don't care.
It's too late now.
Yeah, not anymore.
And Ubisoft had Mr. Caffeine, and then they had that, what was it, like a comedian that sort of looked like he didn't want to be there, and then the laser tag people playing, and sort of reevaluating his career at that moment.
Ubisoft had the large black woman, right? Like that awkward dude, that hilariously bad awkward
I used to
duo.
Tyler, are you talking about? Yeah, you had the nerd guy that amazingly said, "Oh, dude, gun sword" or something like that, and I just
It's like, dude,
wanted to reach out and strangle him.
do you not know what a bayonet is?
Yeah.
What?
Like-
Too much Final Fantasy. The kids
Well,
today.
my exact words were, "You fucking dolt." But
Well,
yeah.
because every time, like, eventually I got to a point where it's like, okay, if you say "girlwood" one more time, I don't know what's going to happen. But it's not going to be pleasant.
Girlwood? Is that what?
Did you guys?
That's my
Did
guess.
you guys miss that thing with the horrible scripting in that entire conference? Or am I
Wait,
thinking?
which one was that?
Was that EA? I can't remember which one it was.
No,
With
that was
horrible hosts. That was Ubisoft, wasn't it?
that was
With
Ubisoft.
Shootmania
Ubisoft
and-
usually gets some extra hosts out there. EA, I didn't see EA, so I can't currently comment on it. But usually they have their own folks out there each year.
Right.
Ubisoft's always the one that brings in guest speakers. I guess they don't have anyone worth a damn, but there you go.
All right. So what did you actually like, other than what am I? I don't know. I tried to segue, but I don't think you were talking about things you hated. No. Is there anything else you liked today?
Despite Sony wasting about 85 minutes of my life, those last 5 minutes of like The Last of Us, I want the game. I want it now. I really liked the whole Uncharted series, despite some of its flaws, and I think this is gonna be a lot better.
Wait, that was an Uncharted?
No, it wasn't. It was from the same guys. I mean, that's their next game. I mean, there's a lot of
Totally
similarities,
wasn't
of
paying
course.
attention.
Are you high right now?
All the time. No,
Are you?
no, seriously, I did. Like, I was watching it, and I was in a chat with Erza, my friend, and someone said Uncharted, and I just like assumed it was, and never looked again. Okay, never mind.
Oh my
Well,
god.
my guess was Super Mario, but I was
That's right.
incorrect.
That's right.
I was like, yeah, this is a strange new look for the
Super
Red
Mario.
Plumber, but yeah, you didn't. What'd you guys think of the Beyond, mostly cinematic trailer? But I thought that was the big standout from Sony's conference.
Which one?
More than The Last of Us?
Quantic Dream, yeah,
Oh.
the Beyond, the
Yeah, they have Ellen
cinematic trailer.
Page as the main female lead.
That. Did you say?
Who's
What?
also in The Last of Us, I might add. So.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's
very
funny
popular.
because the first minute of that video, she's just sitting there not doing anything, and I'm like, this is the best acting I've seen out of her.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
that game, and I didn't play Heavy Rain, so I'm just gonna make up opinions about something I don't know about, which is what I do most of the time. But that's one of the type of games. Video games in general, to me, have a very, very hard time of having a balance of an awesome story and you actually feeling like you're part of the story with like the gameplay you're doing. And I thought that game was supposedly had an awesome story, but like it had like really weird game mechanics that were sort of forced into trying to making you think it was a video game. Am I wrong?
Well, I mean, what do you think of like old school point and click adventure games? Because I think that's sort of in a similar vein.
Sort of,
It's
but
more about the character and the story than actually like doing something mechanically intensive.
sort of, but it's also just like a puzzle game with a story attached to that. But what I mean is that like in a story, like did you play through the first Sam and Max?
No.
All right, never mind. I was
Yes,
just gonna
it has.
reference some plot points, but like they have a story, but you can still like when you like walk around trying to find like, oh, this key goes in this door, like that it's not like adding to the story, the gameplay you're doing. I don't know if I'm even making sense right now, but that game looks like it's going to have an awesome story, awesome setting, great voice acting and everything.
Are you
But
sure?
it's probably not going to have some great,
Kind of saying that you almost wish it was rather a movie.
Sort of, or like a book or something, just because it's gonna probably have a great story. I really like the vibe they were going for. Like it was something definitely unique, you know. But I can't see like this, you know, unique gameplay being attached to it. Other than no, it'll probably be unique, but it probably won't be good, you know.
I don't know. I think that's kind of a hasty judgment to make when we haven't really
Yes.
seen anything.
I don't know. After Heavy Rain, I mean, you were describing it earlier, kind of like a point-and-click adventure. I would describe it kind of like a quick-time event game mixed with a point-and-click adventure where half the shit you do doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then they drop a plot point halfway through because they ran out of development time.
Yeah.
I'm just going to forget about this.
Why did you? Why did you just give out my personal email, Terminator? That's not who you. That's not. Well, A, that's actually not my email, but no, anyway.
That's not your email? What does that mean?
No, please don't say what it actually is. It's not my email.
Okay.
You're missing out. Oh, the yarn is zooming up.
That's my angry face.
No, so yeah, okay.
That's why I'm using
And
it.
I'm gonna give a call out more to anyone that wants to be on the show. Message me right now if you really want to be a part of this discussion. The
Message
what
you
is it
where?
called? The PlayStation All Stars. Anywhere. Message me on
Battle
GBHM.
Royale.
Battle Royale. If you really have an opinion that you want to share about this, because we're gonna get onto this topic right now. So I just want to say that personally, I totally don't care that it was, you know, a copy of the whole Super Smash Bros. Idea, because it looks awesome. You know?
It better damn well be a copy of the Smash Bros. Idea, because that's what we all want.
The first thing I'm going to say here is that Smash Brothers isn't the first game that came up with a crossover. Like, I'm sorry, you little kids, but I mean, and I might be dating myself, not dating myself, but I might be a little young. But
You're
I mean,
dating
I think
yourself?
yeah, I'm dating. Well,
That's
you can't
gross.
see
Is
my
that
hands.
legal?
You can't see my hands. You can't
Oh.
see my hands, okay?
All right.
Well,
Bye.
Marvel
No.
vs. Capcom is the first thing that comes to mind, and you got what was it like Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter or something like that. I mean, it's been done in the past. I mean, they're not okay. They are ripping off Nintendo a little bit, but they're just jumping on the bandwagon.
Well,
That's
I would also argue. I mean, I know it has a few different gameplay.
What are you talking about?
It doesn't have gameplay.
It has a few different gameplay mechanics than Super Smash does, but that sort of like unique sort of fighting game. It's not like a traditional fighting game where you have like an HP bar. You
Well,
know?
the thing about like
You do,
Smash
though.
Bros. Compared to those other games such as Marvel vs. Capcom and such, I mean those are competitive fighting games, and Smash Bros. Is definitely designed as a party
It's got
game.
a lower barrier to entry, but I mean, it's played competitively as well. I mean,
Yeah,
just
but not.
simplified it.
But it's not really designed to be a competitive game. I mean, anything can be played competitively, but it wasn't. I don't know. I still don't really consider it in the same category. But regardless, I think the comparison between. I mean, I think this is pretty obviously a response to Nintendo's success with the Smash Brothers, franchise.
Absolutely. I think something that not everyone remembers as well is Konami had a mix-up game for the GameCube in Japan, I believe. I mean, it had Solid Snake in it. This was before Smash Brothers Brawl, I guess. I think it was after Melee.
Melee, you mean? Oh,
Yep.
sorry. Never mind.
No, yeah, that's right. I'm Canadian. Don't mind.
Well, and even earlier than that, on the PlayStation 1, at least I can't remember if it had characters from other series or if they were all just original characters, but there was Guys, which was like a Soul Calibur-esque fighting game with in addition, it
Square
did have
characters.
its original character, right? Final Fantasy characters, and I mean there
Oh,
are a
that
lot of
game
games
was
like that.
amazing. Anyway.
Yeah, it was okay. And then you had Saturn Spider's Megamix as well.
Oh my god, what was it? What was the samurai game name? What was that? Bushido Blade. Oh my god, that was the best game ever.
Dude, one hit and you're dead.
Oh, it's so great. I played that endlessly because it was so bad.
It had a sequel too. That was slightly better.
Alright, I'm trying to get Ghosty on because he's enthusiastic about being on.
But
I
of
guess
course,
we'll move back to E3 as well.
Yeah.
and all that information about Sony Smash Brothers. I mean, we've known for a while. The new quote unquote new information that was actually leaked. Yeah, right. The addition of Big Daddy and, Mr. Bubbles.
Nathan and Big Daddy, Mr. Bubbles. Well, Big Daddy. Yeah.
And the Vita cross-compatibility. Cross-play.
So nice, I bought it twice.
Oh yeah. Well, and was that a leak that it was announced for the Vita? I think it was.
I didn't read that one myself, but I haven't been paying that much attention.
Well, neither was I about the characters too. So I thought that was pretty cool that they were adding those and having a more active role. Because like Nintendo just they don't do things that like the fans really really want them to. Like add Sonic to the game or something. Sony seems like the kind of company that is going to be like, answering those calls from the fans to add all these third-party characters.
You do know that Sonic is in Brawl.
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like, I knew. Wait, Sonic was
one example where you were wrong. Yeah, Smash Bros. Brawl had Sonic and.
I know. Well, I know Snake was in it. But or Mega Man, stuff like that. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, long story short, I mean, you're absolutely right. Sony's adding third-party characters, but they're adding third-party characters because what the fuck do they have?
well, no.
They'll get 8 characters, and then they'll be like, oh, we got nothing now.
Dude, Fat Princess is in the first 6 they announced. I think that says something about their robust stable of IP, lack thereof.
Hello, Ghosty.
Hey, how's it going?
He's a shelf.
That's a really nice dresser.
Thanks.
Are you? I don't want to know what you're doing, but
Let's keep the yarn up.
No. What was I saying? No, like the Sony's actually adding like third-party characters though, and the fact that like, of course, like I guess I keep thinking of the worst example. Sly Cooper is that a Sony Computer Entertainment character? I think so.
It's third-party character. No.
I think that's
third-party character released on a
but other
first-party
stuff like
What is it?
I don't know if they own the IP.
Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper. Yeah, they do.
I think
They
that
do
this. I mean,
Naughty
I think
Dog.
that indicates the real difference between Nintendo and Sony or Microsoft. Is that Nintendo has. I mean, they directly identify with their at least their characters that they claim as first party. Where with Sony and Microsoft, even the characters that may be first party, you don't even necessarily think of them as Sony characters. You just kind of think of them as like being in their own little world.
Yeah, sort of brand exclusivity is all you look at them as.
Wow, we've lost a lot of viewers. That's very sad.
We had viewers?
Yes.
Wait, how do you even know? Where's it say?
I'm a moderator. I know everything.
Oh,
So
that's scary.
Ghosty, what are you
Sonic's
enjoying?
in
What
Smash
are you
Bros.
enjoying about E3 so far?
Well, I really didn't watch it much this year, but I saw some things. I saw Sony's, I think most of it, presentation. I was intrigued by their new ebook kind of thing, bringing a book to the worldwide kind of, or to real life. You got me?
No, yeah, that's pretty weird. So the thing about the book is it's like, I wouldn't call it a game. It's more like an interactive medium. Right? Is that
It's a
something?
toy.
Sort of, yeah.
Which is nothing wrong with that for little kids. I mean, why not?
Once again, asking things I should know already. In order to use the Move, don't you need the camera?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
The PSI.
Okay, then never mind. You're all right. Transformers. No.
Oh my gosh.
Because the thing is, I was like, who's gonna have all that gear and stuff? And I mean, the only other thing is the distribution for it. Like,
Move owners?
how are they gonna do it? And the fact that Powerade.
Power
And the fact. I was just getting
I'm
out.
all thirsty.
This episode of Tempcast Live brought to you by Powerade.
Powerade and Scotch tape. So, okay, I just
Let me see what
think
I
it's
got.
sort of it's one of those things where as you further like sort of fragment the market, like the people. So this is only going to be for the people who have Move already, or I guess you can buy it just for this, but no one's going to buy it just for that, unless they do some sort of pack-in.
They're gonna get it for their children.
I
Wait,
just
what are we talking about now?
the alternate reality book.
We're
I
talking
think
about
I know.
Graham Scott's take.
Wonder Book.
Buy it.
it's here's why I think it's a cool topic, because it's pretty much the only interesting thing that's been shown off, like that can be sort of quote unquote hardware related. You know, it's the only different thing. I mean, we've seen tons of cool software, but we haven't seen like I don't know. I don't know if you're laughing at me or Halo 2.
No, I'm laughing at one of the 4 owners of Halo 2 Vista.
Yeah.
I just got it for like $20 from Best Buy.
I don't know if you feel proud right now, but
I don't feel proud.
Okay? Especially because I'm
Well, I
pretty
just
sure
love
I see
the
like a
game.
$12.99 price tag on that. So
No, that's funny. No, I think it's $19.99.
Yeah, it is.
okay.
It's an old game.
It's blurry on the one that has the hat. No. So, yeah, I guess here's another topic I guess to bring up. And Ghosty, what did you think of Nintendo's thing yesterday?
What they actually just showed off just the Wii U controller, right?
Yeah, pretty much just the final build of it. Like what they also announced that it has the NFC chip. You know,
I think we knew that already, though.
Yeah, all that leaked already.
Why did
Facial
they
though.
have to change the analog stick? I thought the circle D-pad would be.
I think you are the only person in the world.
Yeah.
Who thinks
Yep.
that's really?
No. To be fair though, I didn't really mind necessarily because I actually really like the circle pad on the 3DS.
You like that?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, but you'd rather have an analog stick, though, right?
I really don't care.
No, you do care.
Yeah, you
Would
do.
it-
Yeah.
Hold on, isn't it easier on the thumbs to have the circle pad instead of the D?
No, because you have to move it more to keep it level instead of tilting.
And
it.
it's also, I think, probably more difficult to support the device because it's kind of a weird. The motion is a little different. Like with the analog, you have more one-to-one feedback. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying.
You're able to make more slighter adjustments.
Now you know what it's like to
with
be
an analog.
me.
Yeah, well,
I mean, a lot of the complaints with Kid Icarus Uprising, for example, is the fact that people constantly dashed accidentally and they went flying off a cliff. Well, that's because you couldn't get a good level of sensitivity with the circle pad. Give it for a quick jerky moment, and then oh shit, there goes a quarter of my life.
well, I've been saying since the original DS was announced. Is you can fit an analog stick on that. You put a little hole in the top of the clamshell and just snap it shut. Full analog. Then you can play Super Mario 64 and it won't suck. But they didn't listen.
No, you use the thumb strap on the touch screen.
I actually thought that was good for a bit.
Yeah, no, yeah,
What's wrong with you?
yeah. I played the whole thing with the D-pad having no problems, and then I like replayed it a year later. I was like, what was wrong with me?
And
No.
Sony gets it.
Do they? I didn't see any games.
Oh, whoa! They should.
Well, this is not about games. This is a conversation about hardware.
Hardware, man.
It
my
is
P right
a
here.
conversation about hardware, but give me something to do with it.
Well, I don't think Nintendo's not giving a lot at this point either.
They did
I
not
think
announce enough Vita games.
both systems are pretty early in their lifespan.
They are, absolutely. And like I said, I have a Vita. I love the hardware and everything. The sticks are great. I
Me
just played
too.
the Resistance demo. Boring-ass game, but
Well,
first-person shooter works.
It was kind of disappointing that that the only Vita games announced during their conference were like companion games to
Yeah.
PlayStation 3 titles.
Yeah, if that. I want some real
The
Vita
only
games.
thing new that Sony announced was a book, a movie game we're not going to see in 3 years, and a companion Vita game, PlayStation All-Stars.
What about Beyond?
That's the movie game.
Okay,
Assassin's
That's the
Creed
movie.
3 Liberation.
that you're not going to see that for 2 years. I guarantee it already. I mean, how long was Heavy Rain in development? After they between the time they first announced
Hey,
it
as
and
long
it
as
is?
it's good when it gets here. I don't care how long I'll wait forever, as Diablo 3 has proved.
All Stars.
Oh God, if you keep inviting people, nobody's gonna be able to talk.
By the way, I see your copy of Halo 3 and raise it an HP touchpad, so there you go.
Ah, yeah!
There you go.
Here, I have a real
Great.
tablet.
Yeah.
HP touchpad. It's a great
Check
Android
that
tablet.
out. I pay. No, it's not. Shut up. No, I'm just kidding. I live with the touchpad for about half a year. It's pretty depressing. Isn't this shit plugged in?
Oh, hey, what do we got here?
What?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, iPad?
What? Is that another touchpad?
That's Urza's,
Oh, is that
yeah.
a touchpad?
Oh.
I couldn't really fit it in a shot, but
Wait,
I have.
Let's get the
heavy
corner on.
use, apparently.
See, this is how bad Sony's E3 show's going. We'd rather start talking about a tablet.
A dead tablet.
So, Ghosty, any other comments about things?
Wait, Urza. Quietly Awesome is commenting about you still using WebOS. Why do you actually like that more than Android 4.0?
In some ways, actually, I have CyanogenMod installed, but the problem is there's still a lot of bugs.
Yeah.
So, unless there's an application I specifically want to use on Android, like the Twitch TV app or a game or something, I usually leave it just boot into WebOS for like web browsing and feed. There's a good Google Reader application for WebOS.
That's the thing. WebOS actually isn't that bad or anything.
It is. It is. You're wrong.
No, it's not.
No,
No,
I
it's
hate
not.
when people say this.
The only problem with WebOS is that it's dead.
Yeah.
No,
There's no
not
There's
developed
no
for it.
software for it. If there was software for it, I would use it.
Are there any open mods for it?
Yeah,
You can use
there's a
Android.
whole modding developing. Was it Preware or whatever?
It's not super active at this point, but
No.
Kind of dead product.
and it's unfortunate. Yeah, I really liked WebOS. In
You
some
guys-
ways, I liked it more than iOS.
Oh my god, I hate you
But
guys.
let's not go off on
This can be an all-night part.
So Ghosty, is there anything else you liked at
At E3, have we talked about Microsoft's yet?
Not at all.
Okay. Do you want to segue into that?
Go for it, dude. Just
Well, the
keep
problem
talking.
is-
I
It
think
was
you already
first.
segued
Erza,
yourself
stop
into-
talking. Stop talking. Ghosty talk.
I guess I didn't see all of it either, but it was interesting to read about the new tablet. Is it a tablet that they're releasing?
Well, no, it's that it can interface with any of the upcoming Windows 8 tablets. I just realized I was scratching my ear, and you guys can all see that.
That's
Videos on.
Windows 8, iOS, Android,
No,
Windows Phone 7. Yes.
no, I think it was just Windows, right?
No, it's everything.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Advil. Oh, then that's sort of cool. That was like the dramatic. What is that called? The dramatic chipmunk or whatever.
Yeah.
The dramatic Advil. No.
What?
So
We got a lot of sponsors for this show.
Yeah.
Rolling in dough.
No, I think it's one of those things. I think it's kind of cool, but I totally don't care. Who can fill me in on Internet Explorer coming into the 360 though?
Internet
You can-
Explorer is coming to the 360.
That is all you need to know.
But
It's
what
a
were
web
they-
browser.
It's
I
the
don't
only
know more to say.
gaming console that hasn't had a web browser. Come on.
You can
But
use
I think-
you can use Smart Glass as a cursor. You can use your Windows 8 tablet or Windows Phone, and you can use
Totally
Connect
useless.
to play videos and search.
So I mean, it just really seems like sort of a GIMP AirPlay. You know what Apple has going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's wrong
I don't
with
know
that?
how
mean,
it's-
If you think about the PS3 and the Wii, no one's using the browsers on those, eh? At least
How is
I
it?
don't think
How
so.
is it GIMP though? It seems to me like a superset of the AirPlay functionality.
You can duplicate the screen of the tablet.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you?
You
Well,
can
that's
send
what-
media. You can
No,
send
no,
media
I
to
don't-
the device.
But
It's kind
the thing about AirPlay is that you can wirelessly mirror your iPad.
That's only iPad 2 and 3. And
Well, I guess it's a superset
iPhone
of the
4S.
Rev 1 of AirPlay, I suppose. since they just updated it
Are you talking about
a few
smart
months
glass?
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
I
not.
love that name.
It's not really that. They were talking about how you can use the tablet or your phone as a controller for the game. It's not just mirroring your screen.
Right. But that's
Then
also
I guess it's a little different. But I wish they had the mirroring.
AirPlay does that too. Remember that that racing demo with the Apple
Real
TV and the
Racing.
iPads?
Yeah,
Real
but it's
Racing
not-
too.
Is that AirPlay?
I think so.
Yeah,
they
they're
call it
AirPlay.
AirPlay. Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
Yeah, but
I
that's
think
running on the iPhone though, and
Like
this
the
would be
main-
running on the Xbox. And you
There have
control it
been
through the
two
phone.
main problems with web browsers on consoles. One, screen resolution. What?
I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the chat in IRC. Costello, I can't join anything. I'm at work right now. Firegrain. Oh, okay. It's weird how you have a job because it seems like GBA Temp is your job. Costello, it's not. No, I think it
How
was a
much do you
reference
think
to,
GBA Temp pays?
it's weird that you haven't. No.
I think it's a negative number.
You'd probably be correct.
I don't
Wait,
know, man.
I-
We got Edcom.
So, two problems. One, screen resolution, which is becoming less and less of an issue as
720p displays.
Not even
Yes.
1080.
as we get higher resolution displays. I mean,
Yeah.
720p is like standard now, and a lot of
Yeah.
people are moving up to 1080p displays.
Yeah, LG.
And then the other, I mean, is input device. I mean, unless you have a dedicated keyboard and mouse, like for your Wii, the Opera browser just doesn't work well with the Wiimote.
Well,
But
that's why.
but being able to control it with your smartphone, I think actually work as well as web browsing on your smartphone in the first place.
They were saying you would use Kinect for like keyboard input. Just say.
Yeah, but that sounds terrible.
Yeah, well, it's better than like moving around on the gamepad, virtual keyboard.
They're both better options than what's currently on the Wii or the PS3. I mean, I
Or
don't
God,
know.
God forbid the
Yeah.
DS.
Yeah. Well, the DS is great. You put your RAM expansion card in, and then you put in your Opera card, and then you wait about 10 minutes, and you might get Google.
And I can view one Google image result at a time.
Yeah, and then you fill the RAM, and that's it. You're done. I mean, that's all you want to do, right?
I
mean,
take
you're
it
holding
out.
a handheld. You're not going to spend more than 20 minutes on it, right?
I put in the next RAM card because I've got a bunch of them with me, like candy, for my DS, the web browser.
How do I get it to automatically go who's talking?
What?
Who's talking? The
It just-
video.
It's
It
in
just
the
You
does
would
that.
want to do that.
Instantly does
It's
it.
in the options on the top right, I think.
No, but it's not doing it anymore. Like if you click on someone, it. Anyway, whatever.
So essentially, you're saying you broke it.
Yeah, sort of. And I don't know if this is the one that's officially going out to the stream now because it just kind of stares at the Halo 2 forever. Now it's staring at James.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh my God, you're the best! All right. So, yeah, the smart glass stuff, like it was kind of cool, but out of all like the cool things that could have been announced,
Well, it's almost like this year is almost like a repeat of 2006 or 2007. So the Wii comes out with this new motion.
2006.
no, it's
Yeah,
not
yes.
at all.
No, listen to me.
No.
And then Sony immediately comes out with their PlayStation Move. Microsoft comes out with their Kinect. So fast forward to 2011, Nintendo has a kind of combination tablet with home game console interface going on. And is it a coincidence that now at E3 2012, both Sony and Microsoft are implementing what is essentially the same thing? Microsoft with the smart glass and being able to use it with Windows 8 tablets, and Sony with the cross-play, being able to use the Vita as a controller and to view maps and stuff. It seems like we're just seeing
Once
everyone
ag-
aping Nintendo again.
I just want to say, once again, Sony has the most boring implementation that they've copied.
Well, think about this. At least they're ahead of the game this time instead of waiting 2 years to copy them.
And the difference with Sony is at least they're utilizing hardware that people might actually own.
I don't know. People own tablets these days, or at least
But
smartphones.
do they own Windows tablets?
Windows 8 tablets.
They don't have to be Windows tablets, so that's the thing. You can
Did
use an
they-
iOS tablet. No,
did
no.
they?
They said iOS, Android. Do you know that there's an Xbox Live app for
Oh,
iOS
yeah, I'm
right now?
aware.
It's actually decent.
It's the companion app. It's not the controlling smart
Smart
glass.
glass is coming to everything. It's coming to Windows 8 machines, Windows 8 tablets, coming to iOS, coming to Android, not WebOS, but yeah, maybe one day. No?
So wait. During the Microsoft presentation, what tablet did they use?
It was an unnamed.
They used Lumia 900
No.
Windows 7 phone. Or
It's
did
not-
they pull out an actual tablet as well?
They did pull out a tablet and it had like a Windows button on it.
Yeah.
I don't know, Ghosty, I don't know if you're
Yeah,
following this.
probably Windows.
Come the end of the year, you'll be seeing like hundreds of those from every company. Because it's just running the new Windows 8 like tablet interface, so that's going to be like the big new thing. So they just probably pulled out a demo one that they had at CES or something, or from CES. Now, what was I saying? The thing I think a lot of people are going to sort of complain about that there's no new hardware being released this year. And are you guys sort of disappointed about that at all, or no?
About what?
That Sony or Microsoft didn't show any new hardware.
No, I didn't expect it until next year. They don't want to
Yeah.
lower their sales of the current consoles.
The only thing I expected was, hey guys, we're working on something new. See you next year. I'm actually proud of Sony for not talking about the PlayStation 2 yet again.
They're your boy. Good job.
Like, you don't need to keep going after 10 years, guys. You really don't. We know you did well. You don't have to keep reminding us.
Well, I thought at least they would show off a prototype of what is to come.
No.
Here's
Way
my
too early
question.
for that.
Here's my question. I totally don't care about there being new hardware. Like, honestly. Like, I sort of want there to be, but do you guys care? Like, I mean, I guess it's sort of the same question as being disappointed, but, like, my thing is that if you think about it now, the console Microsoft has now to the console Microsoft launched in 2005 or whatever is not the same thing at all. I mean, they have almost been
Metro.
able to upgrade their system through software this generation into something that is, completely new. And same thing with Sony, for instance. And I think the thing is that of course I want shiny new graphics and new possibilities and the games to actually run in 720p. But I don't think it really matters.
Well, the flip side to that is with the continuation of the current console generation is we have developers who have
Oh, wow.
What was that?
I think it was
Sorry, that's my
the new
iPhone
guy.
on my table.
All right,
Oh,
That was loud.
yeah.
I thought it was my iPhone.
Microphone will pick up anything. Hold on, I'll show everyone the microphone. Hey, here we go.
Hey, that's my
Holy
microphone.
crap.
It's a good microphone.
is that a
That-
Yeti?
Yeah, you're using
Yeah,
it wrong.
Blue Yeti.
You're talking to the front of
Is it
it.
true the bigger the better?
Oh, I probably am using it wrong. I buy a lot of stuff and I don't ever figure out how to use it right.
You should be looking directly at the blue logo. You're talking to the side of it.
Doesn't that
Anyway.
cause eye damage if you look directly into the blue logo?
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I gotta
Worry
take
about
the cable up to do it. I gotta take the cable out to do it anyway.
it. All right, whatever. Never mind.
So when you bring in a new generation of consoles, I mean that's new hardware that developers have to work with. So the games aren't going to be necessarily as optimized. They may have to limit the scope of the project. So I think, well, we don't have new hardware. I think we have better games for it. And you keep making faces every time I talk.
Such a destruction.
This is why we can never do just audio-only Skype calls anymore. It gives me an advantage. But because I think a lot of the argument comes into that, people who are PC gamers are totally being held back by the console. That unless they're going to make it PC only, they have to gimp what.
The PC gaming, I would say, is sort of coming back. It's had a bit of resurgence. I mean, there was a lot of shitty ports for a while, but I mean, a lot of multi-platform console games at this point. I'm waiting for them to come out on the PC because it's a better version.
It's more the capabilities, because I mean, although I guess Battlefield 3 is a good example of something that really pushes modern hardware while still being on the consoles, you know. But still, at the end of the day, I think Battlefield 3 could have been even more impressive if it was a PC-only game. Like, they didn't have to worry about porting it to the consoles at all, you know, doing things that were too impressive to port to it.
I think there would have been less bugs, probably. I'll give it that.
I think one good example of Dan's point is Syndicate. I mean, that had a pretty rough PC port 2 or 3 months ago. And with like the field of view locked to be optimized for like a 15-foot view of a HD TV. And I couldn't even play that without getting like motion sick. But and I think it is a problem, but it's not like every game. I think Alan Wake had some issues too. That came out pretty recent. The PC version came out pretty recently.
Well, it's just that I mean.
I think that's always going to be a problem, but as consoles get closer to the level of performance of a PC, I think that's going to be less of an issue.
That's what I'm saying, though, is that the fact that these consoles we have now are starting to show their age, I think. And the fact that, like, the Battlefield 3 port didn't you have to, like, install those, like, HD textures or whatever. Like, they're doing these sort of, like, loopholes to, you know, push the hardware.
They had to do it with the Skyrim, too.
Yeah. So it's sort of, you know, when you have to worry about things like that, I think it halts. You know, you spend more time trying to push the hardware than trying to make the most graphically impressive game. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only reason we need new hardware.
It's still a DVD. I mean, what are you gonna do? Right? I mean, you're not gonna push it any faster. I mean, the PS3's been using its hard drive for a while. Sorry, go ahead.
No, Caesar, are you here? You've been here this whole time. We haven't acknowledged you. Is that you or no? All right. If you have a microphone, it's not making noise right now, so you might want to check into that. But,
I like this little.
Oh, I heard it.
We're hearing something. Turn up your volume.
It might be Terminator, though.
No.
No.
Hello?
Ooh.
Is that the Lavender Town theme, or is that static?
I don't know. I hear it too.
Sounds like Witch Town.
What do you think, Master Chief?
Glitch City, man.
Not advertising at all?
Nope, not advertising.
Man, why is my webcam like reversed? But you guys, like, it's screwing up my product placement.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Nobody
It only shows that way for your screen.
Right.
knows what Lubber is.
It shows up fine here as Red Bull.
Excellent. Well, I should let that money coming in.
All right, Carlos, I'd kick you off because we're tired of hearing
Actually,
tires squeak.
You blocked him, but
Heartless. Fuck.
Why can't you see what I do?
it's prompting us to block him.
Yeah, I just blocked him too.
So I don't know.
You didn't kick him out. Kick him
No,
out.
you can't. You can't. You can't kick someone. Guys, you don't have to block him. Stop blocking.
I already did. He's
There
gone.
you
He's out.
go. Nice work.
All right, you now have -6 friends on Google Plus.
So I heard E3 was today. I heard
No
E3
way. Was it? Well, we all saw that the new game that Ellen Page is in.
Yeah, we were talking
Yeah,
about
Beyond.
Yeah,
Is that what it's referred to as now?
it.
Yeah, the
Ellen
Page
Page
game.
Ooh, the Ellen
No,
Page
not that one.
Experience.
The other one.
Well,
The Last of Us?
No.
Can we call it, instead of the Ellen Page game, Ellen Page the game? That sounds way more better. Way more better.
Way
That
more.
sounds
Like a
like
sequel
a-
to Alan Wake.
no, that sounds better. I like that.
Sounds like a bad DVD trivia game. Where it's all questions about Ellen Page.
The game.
Fire Gray, be ready to join. I'm gonna head you. I feel really bad.
I mean, I was looking at the visuals. Man, they did a great job for the PS3.
Which game are you talking about? Last of Us or Beyond? Quantic Dreams game?
Beyond.
Which one?
The game's called Beyond.
Right, that's one. Right.
Yeah.
Actual.
Yeah. Well, did any of you see their little demo video? Not really a demo video, but like I guess it was a technical
Tech demo. Yeah.
They put up a month or two ago. Akara. I thought that was pretty spectacular.
Mhm.
It's really impressive what people can do with
I invited
mocap
him.
now. I mean, you thought the LA Noir facial expressions were good.
It's just gonna get better from here on out.
Gonna get more expensive.
Uh, we're just going right down into Uncanny Valley. We're not slowing down one bit.
Zero Suit. I'm also adding you, so try to get
Yeah.
on here.
2 people at once?
Dude, we already have.
I don't know. Dude, whatever. Whatever.
We can have as many people as we want.
I'm crazy.
Hey, as long as they come with
Product
good-
placement.
with
Yeah,
product
product.
placement.
All right, Zero Suit and Firebird. If you go to your Google Plus, you should have a notification to join. So do that.
There's
Still
only so
listening.
many
Just
people.
do it. Then install the plugin.
Whatever. The conversation has been flowing.
Kinda.
Like
Well, let's get it back on track. Bring it back to that little Nintendo
No.
briefer. Did anyone see that video that they had midway through the Nintendo one, where it's like, "Hey, nondescript action figure," and
Ugh.
that was that pretty much
that was
sums
like
it all
an-
up.
That was like an episode of Big Bang Theory. Just
Yeah,
oh, I don't need that.
it was all. It's almost like that old Zelda rap, the NES commercial. You know, that same.
So what was your impression?
What are you doing?
Oh, we just lost Terminator.
All right, must be midnight.
Yeah.
No.
That is right.
It is midnight.
So I mean, I don't know. I kind of saw it as more of Nintendo kind of catching up to where everyone is in terms of like a social media presence and messaging options and things like that. Although in some ways it's a little beyond that.
Hello, new Terminator.
Yeah, there's a bit of forward thinking on that with the idea that you can do all the social media while in the game, which has always been sort of a complaint with all the other systems and even Nintendo's, where it's like, oh, you got a web browser, you got this, you got that, but you got to close the game. Like, well, I'm never going to use it then.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, so are you Firebird?
Figra.
You don't even know who you're inviting in. It's just.
I
me.
literally have no idea. So what's your E3 love-hate opinions? Do you have any?
No, I thought it was just boring.
That's the
All right,
spirit.
Urza's switching out the product, so everyone be ready. Now, he'll sure hear you. Who won't listen to? What? Anyway, no, yeah. So about you can keep going, James.
No, I pretty much went to where I wanted to say was just you can finally do this stuff while in the game. You know, it's not an inconvenience to use any of these features now.
So what do you guys think
Actually-
about? What?
Okay.
Like I don't even know what that is. What is it? Oh, earplugs.
It's once a quiet contour comfort
Dude.
phone.
Okay, I can't
Go on
wear.
your nose?
I really want to use earplugs when I go to bed, but I have like this fear that like my house will burn down and I won't be able to hear it, and it'll be too.
Why are you
think
afraid? I
any
mean,
of
you
your
won't
loved
hear it.
ones will tell you about it?
Should be able to
No,
feel it.
no, they're
Really?
shouting. They're like, "Hey, there's a
If
Mr. Cow, there's a
somebody's-
fire."
If somebody's
There-
shouting at you, you're gonna
Yeah.
hear it. Like my
It-
phone, when I
Then
have
what's the
earplugs
point?
in, well, because it blocks out most of the ambient noise. But like when I have my phone next to my head with the alarm, it'll still wake me up.
So, what do you think about I forget the name of it, the Nintendo feature where you'll be playing a Mario level and all your friends will be like, "Oh man, Peach was not at the end of this castle," you know, that'll pop up on your.
That's called the Dark Souls feature.
What?
Yeah.
That's part of the Miiverse, right?
Jump down this pit, there's a pipe down.
Yeah, is that it? Yeah.
Well, it brings a new level of in-game trolling.
So will it be like IMing each
One
other?
up over this lava pit.
Well, no, it's when you get to a level, if your friend wrote a message there, it will show up. So like when you're playing through it the first time, you're like, wow, that level was a toughie. You know, you can type it on the level. So whenever your friends get to that, they'll be like, wow, Mr. Cow thought that one was a toughie. You know, so
Clearly, he's never played a fucking Mario game before.
How do
watch
I
out for that part where you have to jump.
Yeah, but at specific points. You
Oh,
died
that's
there
again
too?
into
So did
Sonic.
I.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool, but I think it'll be one of those features that no one uses. You know.
Maybe.
No, not for Mario, but in other games, sure.
It seems almost directly ripped off from Dark Souls, though, doesn't it?
You seem bitter about this.
Not bitter,
Dark
but
Souls
it's just...
in Twitter.
And
The whole Twitter movement, you know?
Hashtag Peaches in a different
Revolution,
castle.
or, Generation Twitter.
Yeah.
Crazy kids.
oh,
Speaking of which, Terminator looks like Justin Bieber. Thoughts?
Zero thought.
Also,
this is Terminator?
I
No.
wonder if I can mute you. Hold on, let me see. No.
Mute who?
You.
No.
No, we're not turning
Nintendo-
this talking to Justin Bieber.
Nintendo announces that they're the first controller by them that might not completely molest your hands.
The Wii U Pro?
The Wii U Pro controller.
I
It's
don't-
actually not terrible looking.
Why are they releasing that? Is it going to come with a Wii?
Because they want people to
Exactly.
play games again.
No, exactly. Here's the thing. Developers can't, well, they can develop for it, but they can't develop with that as a primary controller unless everyone has it and it's included in the packaging.
And I have to think the Wii U main controller is going to be fairly expensive, so they're not going to expect most people to have more than one.
So, no,
Well,
they
They're
have
not
to.
going to ship it with a Pro controller. can
No,
guarantee that.
what I mean is if they ship it with the Wii U touchscreen controller,
Mhm.
if you want, instead of going and paying whatever it might be, $100 for another touchscreen controller, you can spend $30 or $40 for the Pro controller and still be able to play with a bunch of your friends without dropping
Yeah.
a grand.
I'm wondering if they're going to do a two SKU approach where you get one with only the controller Pro and then one with the actual touchpad.
I can't see them.
Or
doing
maybe
that.
they'll package it and call it the Wii U Pro. For
No,
pro gamers only.
like, okay, seriously, like, the only way that controller would matter is if it is packaged with every single console.
It's not going to be.
And that's
a console that
Yeah, but
comes with.
how would they? Why would then developers want to develop the two different controllers?
The console will cost too much if it ships with the main console and with the tablet controller. It'll cost too much for
Here-
them. They can't include it.
I think what they're going to be doing is
Actually,
Those things cost like 2 cents to manufacture.
think of this: mapping the controller. It doesn't look that complicated to be able to map the same control schemes. I mean, A, B, and X, Y.
Well, again, they're gonna-
That's a good point, I guess.
they're going to have to do that because, as I said, Nintendo can't expect people to have multiple touchscreen controllers because I'm sure they're not going to be very cheap. So
They're
game
gonna-
developers need to build multiplayer games in a way that
No.
supports either a Wiimote or the Pro controller for multiple players.
Yes, but if you want to play, for example, like, I guess Zelda's a bad example because, of course, Nintendo's going to go all out with a
Oh,
remote controller.
that's going to be mandatory.
Yeah.
But if Rockstar wanted to port Grand Theft Auto 5 to the Wii U, now
That's a big if.
I feel ignore like the whole politics
Dude,
of the
just
whole
think
thing.
about how realistic it would be to sniff cocaine like off the touchscreen controller. Right?
That
They
would
said
be
they were
awesome.
going for a more mature
not?
audience.
Now, like, I really feel like Rockstar, they're going to do one of two things. They're either going to be like, I don't want to do that because then we have to like put some more development cost into that controller or whatever, or they're going to be like, let's just tack on some BS to put on that controller, and that's what happened with the Wii, is that I bet half the games that were published, the developers probably didn't want to tack on the Wii controls, but they had no choice because it's the only controller they can, that everyone has. They can't just have people buy the game and be like, oh, you don't have the classic controller, you can't play this, So I just feel like they would get a lot more development support and normal games if they shipped it with that damn controller. Ugh.
But the controller that ships with it is a superset of the Pro controller, though. It has
Yeah,
all
you
the
should be able to
same
use it
buttons.
both.
But it might have something that requires the touchscreen tablet to be played.
But then if you
That's why I
don't
would
do
come
that,
with it.
that solves the problem. if you don't have a feature that requires it, or at least that don't have a feature that requires all the players to have a touchscreen, then it's fine.
Not to mention, think about the DS. I mean, how many games came out at launch that really needed that second screen, eh?
Feel the
but
magic.
how can you play Castlevania without killing the bosses with an unwieldy pattern? And we would have such great titles as Super Princess Peach and Star Fox Command, which clearly are the shining examples of those
I
franchises.
liked Command,
right?
actually, believe it or not. It wasn't stellar, but it was different.
I mean, I'm kind of afraid of that happening again because I mean, it's already two systems in a row that we've ended up with at least several years of gimmicky nonsense, especially and what had previously been top tier Nintendo IP. But I don't know. I think Nintendo realizes that that's an issue, and they're looking at that more.
Well, I guess that's
this time.
no. I guess you really did just answer my question though, with the whole that they can develop for it, and then you can use the tablet controller, but it'd be more comfortable on the Pro controller. But it also depends on if. Well, I don't think can Nintendo basically require people to have some sort of functionality on the tablet controller?
They could.
no.
Well, I guess they could, but
I don't think that would be beneficial for the system.
So, I mean, I think it's just very important to have that option to play with a normal controller.
But let's say, for example, like in a Castlevania game, maybe the functionality is only that you can view the map and your items on the controller. That's not necessary. That's just kind of an extra thing.
But
it's nice to not have to pause. I mean, you can still do that with a controller, with the standard Pro controller.
If the Zelda game, they have it so that you can only access your inventory on the screen or something.
Well, I think the Zelda game's not a good example because it's probably going to be single player.
Yeah, it's single player. I mean, everyone's going to have a tablet controller, so they don't have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
But because they're probably going to put in some. If you have the tablet controller, you're not going to use the touchscreen. You're going to use the whole motion thing and everything. And I just seriously, I hate it.
Really?
I know everyone whines about this and stuff, but I just want to play with that damn normal controller.
Keep in mind that tablet has all the same controls, though, as the Pro controller. All the same controllers are there.
Yes.
So I don't think you're going to run into a whole lot of being forced to flail the controller around. I mean, you're going to have the launch titles that are like, oh, this is neat, I'm taking the controller. This is completely pointless. But
It depends. I guess we'll
after
have
a couple
to see.
months, it'll drop away.
Well,
the one issue that I foresee is that games, they're different types. So you have like a. Stop doing that. Our sponsor is going to get angry if you keep disrupting the show in this manner.
Yankee Candle.
No, unless you get one in the shot, then that means we get money. I can't read that. Anyway, so we have like the Wii style games which require Wiimotes and they have motion and all that, and we know that the Wii U is going to be compatible with the Wiimote. So the problem comes in. Let's say you have four people you want to play with, but you have one game which is in the Wii style, which requires that kind of motion control, and you have another game which is played with a more standard, the Pro controller. I mean, now you have to maintain two separate sets of controllers, which can be a little annoying and expensive if you didn't own a Wii previously.
I feel bad for like when Smash Brothers came out, and some poor sucker, the fourth player, got stuck with just the Wii remote. Like, oh, jeez.
Or like Mario Kart or something. Like, so.
Like, I gotta start with extra lives for this, right? You're giving me a handicap.
Hey, we got a review in of the show from 431 Unknown. Lame shit is lame. So.
Oh, we're doing well.
So,
Tempcast, setting standards every day.
the Wii switching
Unfortunately, not a
to
good standard.
a
Gotta
tablet.
start somewhere.
What are you saying?
So with the Wii switching over to a tablet and gamepad controller style, we're finally seeing the end days of the Wiimote.
No.
So,
Are we? No, I don't think we are. They're just going to
No?
keep on making them. They already said that Wii U supports them. So I mean, if it supports them,
We're going to see
Right,
the end of
right,
it as a
right.
primary controller, if
Yeah.
that's what you were saying.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think that's yet to be determined, and I think we'll see, I guess, more insight into that question tomorrow, whether or not the actual Wii U titles will make heavy use of the Wii U titles make stupid names. That terrible. But if the Wii U titles that they announce, if any of them use the Wiimote as the primary control input, or if the Wiimote support is mainly there for backwards compatibility, because that may be the case.
I don't think you could use it as a primary controller unless it is packaged in the box.
sure they could.
Well, yeah, I guess that's a stupid thing to say.
Well, the
I
thing
mean-
is, if let's say it's a 4-player game that supports motion,
Smash Brothers.
but then they have, like, you can do it with the tablet, but then if you have more than one person, use the Wiimotes or something.
You okay,
Yeah.
Andrew?
Yeah. So,
I need to drink my refreshing Red Bull.
Hold on 1 second.
I was Sega Nomad. You guys like it?
What?
Wow.
That's old school.
You want to sell it to me?
Right?
No, I do not. It's not even in good condition.
Does
It has like a scratch on the screen.
Does it
Man, I
use
might-
CD? A mini CD? UMD?
Did I just
Or is
see
it
a
cartridge based?
Dude, it's
Yeah.
from like 1992. Are you high? What's
I
going
I
on?
don't remember.
Is that a Nomad that I just
It's
saw?
it takes home Genesis cartridges.
Hi.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello?
Is that a Japanese flag behind you?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
He
you're
conquered-
right.
he
James
conquered
Powell.
them. It's a the trophy of war.
He-
That little nose
through,
back.
It kind of just came up.
real battles that happened in Japanese history.
I already know where you're going.
Now the Sega Nomad was a portable Genesis. Just so you know. The more you know.
I still have a Game Gear, man. It is beat to shit.
The Game
Oh,
Gear. is the
yeah, I
worst
got
thing
one right
ever.
here. I just picked up the Hyperkin Superboy at
Yo, who has a Game Boy Micro?
I do. I don't
No.
know
Oh
when
my
I
god,
bought
it is the best thing ever! I love it!
Yeah,
Ah!
it's nice to see the
That
screen.
screen is very small. How can
I
you
prefer
play on
the-
the Game Boy Micro?
Dude, I play Final Fantasy Tactics Advance on it, which is great, because like, you get to parts where I have to read, and I'm
I
like,
don't know. The bigger problem for me is just that it's too small in terms of holding and controlling. I prefer the second gen SP with the better screen.
I know, someone just gave me a shout out for my Death Cab shirt, so love you too.
Actually, yeah, I noticed that shirt. I like that band.
No, it's my favorite shirt, it's like the covered in arrow stairs.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Is that a QR code? Can I scan that?
It's not. Yeah, it's a QR code for the Tempcast. No. That was a really not funny joke.
Sorry for the noise, folks.
Cool.
I
It's
don't
cool, the
know
show's
what-
horrible anyway, you can just...
Oh yeah, the Ramblecast. Brought to you
Are we
by.
gonna get on to the Sony again or anything like that? Because if so,
Dude,
you know,
I don't know, just keep...
I'm ready now. Okay.
So, release the Kraken! Yeah! That was funny.
A little hyped.
I got that one just because of the bottle it was in. You can't argue. No, someone say something. Ethan, talk.
What did you guys think about Usher and Flow Rider? Perfect.
Awesome question.
Seems
So-
like
Think about what?
not their audience.
No, the Microsoft conference, they're like, oh, so this is how it was for me. They're like, and now, amazing news from Harmonix. And I'm like, yeah, rock band! And then some, person starts dancing, and I'm like, it's Dance Central 3.
Harmonix doesn't have Rock Band anymore.
And then, no, there's a new one coming out this year. It's just not one that uses controllers.
Didn't Mad Catz buy that though?
No, I think
I got it wrong.
the publishing rights.
Yeah,
Um,
I got it wrong.
But no, then out of nowhere, Usher just starts dancing on the stage, and it's just such a face palm. 'Cause it's like, other than having the headline, Usher plays at Microsoft E3 2012 show, who are you trying to appease? My girlfriend's not watching this. Yeah, you can stop it. I don't know. That was funny though.
I just hate the Kinect altogether. It's just so horrible.
Yeah, I'm very, very, I think, unfair to judge things. But like when they were doing the Splinter Cell demo, and it was like, hey, you, over the kick. Now it's like, it's cool that you can do that,
Yeah.
sort of. But I'm never going to do that.
Well, you might. It brings some new tactics to gaming.
Well, my
Stop
my
talking.
favorite was in the FIFA demo that if you start swearing at the screen, it detects that, and the referee will give you knock a point off or something.
You're joking, right?
No, I think that might be a pretty cool feature.
You guys are joking with me, right?
I'm
No,
pretty
I
sure
just-
it picks up on that.
I just think it's kind of neat if you happen to have a Kinect just
No, that's
set
a-
up.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you did it during the
Awesome.
demo.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy Kinect right now. Fuck you guys. No, that's awesome.
I think it's going to bring a whole new kind of style to gaming. I mean, because kids are going to get mad for doing something, and then they're going to get penalty for swearing at the screen.
I mean, I think the main problem with Kinect is not in the idea of it, but more that the hardware is limited in a way that anything you do has lag to it before something happens in the game. And that was apparent through all the demos, like with Mr. Montana came out, and he's yelling plays at his players, and every time he says something, there's a half-second delay before it happened. Or in the Boom Blocks clone, Racketeer, and it's like you can just see her as she's kind of moving her arms, and I'm doing it in real life as I say this for some reason, and it kind of lags behind her. It just seems difficult to play like that.
I think I saw a shadow of a tentacle. Saw you moving.
Sony did that too. I mean, their games were lagging with that book that they showed off too, because
Right.
everything was second off.
Augmented reality is very processor intensive, so they can only do it so quickly on that hardware.
Yeah.
Man, I think kids are gonna go apeshit over that Harry Potter thing though.
No, I think it's gonna be great for kids.
Yeah, like if I was 10 years, if they had released that 10 years ago, I'd be all over that.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, totally.
Or maybe
And Teddy Ruxpin's got nothing on this.
it's kind of cool, but also they're kind of doing it right now in comic books. I don't know if you guys saw this. Probably not, because you're not losers. Marvel right now has their horrible event going, Avengers versus X-Men, where they have certain pages that have a little AR logo at the bottom, and if you scan it with your iPad or iPhone or whatever, something happens to that page. Like they might show something of like the creation of the page, like how it was done, from pencils to inking to color to whatever.
Yeah.
Or they might do some animated thing over it, or they might show like a background of the character when you hover over it. It's kind of cool, and it's kind of similar to that, but it's not as interactive, I guess, as this is. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to see the pricing of it, because like
The book thing's gotta be like $50 to $100.
we should block him
Just
so that like when he comes back, he's like, wait, what? No. Well, the thing is that the camera and the move controllers you might already have but if not, you got to buy those. And then why? Do you have Bomberman Zero too? No. Am I still there? Yes. The name of this episode is product placement, just so you know. But I talk about no games. Miss Beck, talk about NO games. Is NO like no games, or does NO stand for
Sony.
something?
Stands for Sony.
NO
You
stands
can
for
just
Sony?
keep Kotu.
Jeez. Anyway, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, the book pricing. Because like I bet each book is gonna be like $50 to $60.
Yeah, I'd see about that price.
So
I would think less, actually, myself.
Really?
Yeah,
But,
I would think 2 tiers in the end. You know, a premium and then something cheaper, something that might not have as much content. So
But then
they
the-
got to push this out a little cheaper.
The game's probably gonna be what, $5? And
Well,
it'll
no,
try
that's-
to go.
They
Mega
got to
pricing?
Well, that's and I don't think they went into specifics about the packaging. Like, is it you buy? Is it like there's an application you download off the PSN and then you just have to buy the books or whatever, or like is a CD going to come with each book? You know, that seems less practical. Mr. Cow, talk about how people shouldn't have flags of country that aren't from they are from in their rooms. That's awesome. No.
Personally, I think so much for me saying that I had something more offensive.
Dude, what the hell is that? Can you please show us more? Can you open that, or will it show your hand?
I don't know if I can top that.
I don't.
What is
It
that?
doesn't. It's kind of like vertical inside, so you can't really read
Is
it.
that Earthbound?
No, that's
It-
Pokemon.
No, it's
What?
Pokemon, man. It's a
That looks
Exactly.
much like Earthbound.
giant cardboard page.
If you go back a couple pages,
See?
that is Earthbound.
What a
Dude,
great
it turns
movie.
Turns into Pikachu for some reason after watching a movie, and I don't really understand the plot. It seems
Hey,
pretty-
go back a couple pages.
Gonna
That looks
throw-
like Earthbound.
Gonna throw-
honestly?
Oh,
Look
dude,
at
you know,
That is nuts.
he's
Look at
right. He's
that.
right.
That is so nuts. Think about it.
Don't you show me your back. You turn around.
All right, I'm gonna throw this out here. I think we just violated the DMCA.
Spoiler: everyone turns into Pokemon at the end.
What's
What movie are they watching?
That's the plot to the happening, right?
I think we've officially jumped the shark.
No, this is
Oh, what? There's a mirror?
Yeah, because okay, now I'm hearing an echo of myself from someone. I think it's Mr. Japan over here.
Everyone else has a headset on, or headphones, or anything.
I don't know why I still have this, but I don't know. I've always found it funny.
I should talk about how that Sony is keeping Vita afloat with PS1 games and throwing shovelware games at the wall, hoping one sticks.
What shovelware games? They didn't even show that.
They didn't show any games except,
No.
again, PS3 companion apps, basically.
What?
Are you being robbed? What's going on over there?
I gotta use the bathroom!
Are we watching a crime scene?
I think you had Chili's for lunch.
I'm thinking Burger King.
But no, I'm glad they're
BK,
bringing.
You gotta go.
I mean, would you rather they didn't have PS1 games? I mean, don't you want to play PS1 games?
Yeah.
I'd rather not pay for my PS1 games again and just
You
rip
already
them
bought
onto the
didn't you?
Vita.
Well, I think
On
if
the
you,
PS3? Didn't you buy them in the PS3? Didn't you buy them in the PSP? I mean, the PS1 games, you're gonna buy them again. I mean, they're not gonna give them to you after this long.
I mean, if you
I'm
$10,
I still
$10
have
for
them. I still have PS1 games.
Still has them!
Okay, let's calm down here. But like, if you bought The Matrix on DVD, you're not gonna call up Warner Bros. And be like, "Hey, where's my Blu-ray?"
Yeah,
No,
where's
and
my
that's
iTunes
totally
copy, right?
different. But
Totally different. Is
they
it?
should have came out with an app to be able to rip it onto your computer,
Come
put some
But that's
DMCA
Come on,
to it,
it's a PlayStation
or
1
DRM,
game.
and then put it on. I don't know.
It's been over a decade.
I know.
They don't owe anyone shit when it comes to that. I'm sorry.
Well, nah, I wonder if this is a sign of things to come, though, when it comes to, and I think I talked about this on the one Tempcast episode, of your digital content transferring over to another system. You know, you might have bought Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on your Xbox. Well, I guess that's a bad example.
The complaint that I could see is, why is it so difficult to get your PSP games on the Vita?
Yeah.
Like, I actually have to turn on my PS3, download the PSP game I've already paid for, and then transfer it over to the Vita. I can't do it right on the Vita because it tells me it's not available for this. But if I transfer it from the PS3, it works fine.
This is why I don't deal with Sony.
Well, I like to transfer my DS games to my Xbox.
If it's just...
Well, what you're going to need to do is you're going to have to go to the store and buy a transfer pack and then plug it in the back of your N64, plug that into a USB cable, and you plug it in the system.
Then you plug the system
It's
in your
simple.
So, actually, guys, I think it is shooting in the head with a bullet time. Two things, though, to close. I thought this went pretty well, the whole... I mean, not the show. The, Hangouts.
Not really.
So, and the one question I guess I have for you, Urza, do you want to do this again tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think so.
As like a... Yeah, I'm sorry. I know there's a few people I didn't get to add. Due to popular demand, it just wasn't possible.
Yeah, we have for people maybe listening to audio, we have 7 people in the Hangout right now. It's kind of crazy.
6.
Well, 7. Yeah, I guess 6.
Including yourself.
7.
No, still
No,
6.
wait. Never
Dude,
mind.
I'm
Never mind.
counting 7 screens right here. It's
I got it. It's midnight. I don't know
Do
how
they
to count.
Do they still make those games?
Arithmetic? 7.
Monster Hunter? Do they still make those games?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's Ted Try. Come out.
Oh, those are Monster Hunter games?
No, that's...
Are they Monster
Different
Hunter?
series. That's a different series. You're thinking of Monster Rancher. Or you're thinking of Monster Hunter, but we're talking about Monster Rancher.
Oh, okay.
Dude, oh my god, I played the hell out of those games.
Which ones?
Pretty sure the first one for the Game Boy Advance.
The Rancher? Monster Rancher.
Do they still... They don't make those games, right?
Actually,
The
I
eye is
thought I
freaky.
saw one.
Wasn't there an anime too?
I think there's one. There's one on.
the anime's
Yeah.
Oh my god! No! And remember the PS1 game where you could put in random CDs and get monsters from those?
Oh yeah, look how sharp that is. Quality.
Is that what that's
camera
from?
work.
Is
Dude,
that
that's-
from Monster Rancher?
That's Suezo, man.
Who's that?
It's that
One
guy.
of the main characters.
Yeah, and it's from the.
It was a Pokemon ripoff.
These figurines were derived from the. I think more from the TV show than the game.
Dude,
If
I...
you flip him around, he has a little
Oh my god.
pack on the back. He also has a heart because there's a. God, I can't. Okay. There's a game you can play, and then the heart, they had little elements on the back, but it was terrible.
I totally forgot those games existed.
Dude, actually, it was a pretty decent show as far as Saturday morning children's cartoons go.
You could do far worse.
And ripping off
Sonic Underground.
Pokemon. I mean, okay, which came first, Digimon or Pokemon?
Pokemon, I think. No, well, no, Digimon if you count the Tamagotchi.
Pretty sure the Tamagotchis actually came after the Pokemon game. I think the Tamagotchis were like 1998, and then Pokemon came out in '96.
It was about. I would say that. I would say that the anime more or less ripped off the Pokemon anime, but
Yeah.
the whole concept of digital monster
I don't-
virtual pet.
I don't know. There's collectible shit like that before though, like the Muscle Men and
Yeah.
all that.
Wow, what are we talking about?
I think
Okay.
I think people wouldn't necessarily have made like as direct a comparison if they didn't both end in Mon. I think
and come from Japan.
The name is kind of where they kind of dug the hole. But no, I thought
Wonder-
the Digimon show was much better than the Pokemon show.
I wonder how many marketing meetings it took to come
The
up with
worst
that
thing
name.
about the Pokemon show is like you're like, oh, Ash is gonna do it this time. He's gonna be like the before, and then you're like,
Did
are
you
you
just give a
kidding
jerk
me?
off motion when you said beat? Dude, did we watch entirely different shows? Do you want to tell us something? Are you watching things late at night
Look,
that
I don't-
not the average person watches?
Look, I don't need the details on the kind of Mons that you're poking.
All right. Seriously though, we're gonna do this again tomorrow. Try to get different people on other than tonight. Other than James, I love you. The rest of you suck. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, what's your name?
No, I'm just kidding. Powerade, you're great.
Thank you.
So no, and I do want to do this more often. because the system works out really well. So hey, maybe there'll be Tempcast lives in the future. So see you then. Do you have one last product, Urza? Oh God. No. Last thing I want to say before we go is that Valuin, you would never be unbanned from the forums. The
We're gonna end
No,
on a
seriously, though,
personal
if you wanna-
note that Tempcast Live, everyone.
if you wanna comment on the show, go to gbatemp.net. Cool, peace out, bye. Everyone say goodbye at one time. 3,
Bye-bye.
2, 1.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Hey, are we done?
Is that it?
Oh crap, we're getting the sex acts at an alarming rate.
I'm leftovers.
Leftovers of what?
A horrible show.
Oh, lovely.
That's more than Sony has.
Alright, guys. What the hell are you doing? Why is there a birthday
Using this
cake?
webcam filters.
No, I think it's Google Effects.
Oh, you can do that? That's cool.
Let me see what I got. Google Effects.
I'm trying, but it's not detecting.
I don't think I have
dude.
Google Effects.
Let me wrap up this tinfoil.
Oh, you got a crown here.
Oh, there are Google. That's cool.
This thing is too smart for me.
Alright, everyone listening live.
A lot of things are too smart for you, okay?
Everyone listening.
It's on.
Wait, what? Oh.
Okay,
Wait,
it
what?
told me it could not load.
What is happening? What the hell?
Why are Google Effects not working for me? That's gay. It says,
See, they have
There's an
props,
error.
but they don't have mad props.
Oh, they have Conan O'Brien hair.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that is the worst thing I've ever seen. So that's it for today's special E3 edition of Tempcast Live. Please, if you'd like to be on beyond future shows, we will be back tomorrow to discuss Nintendo's.
any predictions for tomorrow?
I think Mr. Kow's, he's gone. He's in space.
Yeah,
He's left us.
What's up, Bridger?
I don't know. I think didn't they said they wouldn't be announcing a price, right?
They did say that.
They didn't announce the Wii one. Yeah, they didn't announce the Wii one until like October or something, or September. So
It's not going to be cheap. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's going to be probably like 300 or higher. Yeah, tomorrow's probably going to be all Wii would be my prediction, or all Wii U, and then they have their 3DS conference on the following day on the Wednesday.
You guys could go have a new model?
For the 3DS?
Yeah.
Rumor is
No.
they got a 3DS
Yes.
still.
I don't think so. I think the 3DS they've lost so much
Oh!
money on it that they're just getting it to be profitable. I don't think they can really revamp their manufacturing line.
It's not. This one wouldn't be a remodel, just like the XL wasn't a remodel. It is a, higher.
That's a remodel.
tier. No, but it's you don't have to buy it. Like they can throw that one out for like $600 more than the 3DS is now. Or
But they actually, but if
60.
they don't sell it, they have to justify the cost of setting up the manufacturing lines, and the supply chains, even the money for design. I mean, you're not going to sell any.
Here's
Well,
what someone's joining right now.
Why are you adding people?
I didn't add. I added this person like 8 hours ago.
I like how Ashura's beard is so incredible that it's actually it's crashed his
Yeah, my
webcam.
webcam's crashed.
Way to go.
The lights on my webcam disappeared.
No, I think there might be a new one, and if there is with a better battery, bigger screen, and dual pads, and stuff, I'll get it. I will buy it.
Okay, somebody's
do.
mic is
What's happening?
I think mostly what we're gonna see is games, which we didn't see a lot of when they announced the Wii U.
No. Here's what I'm betting happens with you guys can mute each other?
Yeah, you can.
No, I think it's muted for him, not muted globally.
Oh, okay. So I think what they're going to do with the 3DS models, if I had to guess, is have the XL as a second model you can buy, a more expensive one. Now, I think, and this might be crazy, what they'll eventually do is phase out the 3DS and lower the price of the 3DS XL when it becomes profitable for them to do so. That's just what I would guess would happen. I don't think that's too crazy.
Well, also keep in mind that, I mean, with a larger screen, actually I don't know how that interacts with, like, the way the 3D works.
And they're
Like,
gonna
you
have
still have to, like, with the DS, since it's just, you're displaying, I mean, it's just pixels, you can just upscale it easily, but I don't know if that works the same way if you're trying to preserve that, the 3D effect. It might
You're
actually
right.
require additional processing power.
If anything, I mean, it's definitely going to drive up the cost, which sort of, let's say,
Well,
stops that balloon a little bit.
I mean, once again, I don't know exactly how that works too, but it's the same resolution. It's still pumping out. If anything, it would probably just be more battery, because it's still rendering the same.
Well, it's not. I think you have to maintain a certain pixel density to actually get that 3D effect. So you can't just upscale it software-wise in the same way.
Wait, but upscaling is when you're going up from resolution to resolution. It's the same resolution, bigger, less DPI.
Urs is talking about pixel density, how close the pixels are together. I mean, the further apart they are, he's probably right. You probably
It'll be a
lose
little
the
bit
Not
3D
to
effect.
mention, even if we take performance out of the equation, there are differences in the physics with the larger screen. The 3D won't. I mean, you can't hold it at the same position to get the 3D effects. And I mean, I'm sure the 3DS's screen size was chosen specifically because that's the screen size that worked the best to maintain that 3D effect.
I think I would bet they show one tomorrow, but
Alright, cool.
it's not a bigger screen size, a bigger battery, and dual slider.
I
I think they'll
Those
do
will
that.
fly.
If they don't make the screen bigger, they'll at least create a new model with dual pad.
Why would they
better
do
pad.
that, though?
there are like 3
Because
games
they came
that
out with
support
the
that.
expansion slider pads.
How many
already
games
have-
used that?
Yeah, I know. It'd just be easier to have
Here's-
it all in one device.
here's one thing I want to throw out that you guys might have not
Wow.
all though.
Okay, I think I was
The 3DS actually has an hour-long press conference at I'm trying to get the time.
Kevin?
Wednesday.
They're actually
It's Wednesday.
is it Wednesday? Yeah, I don't know if you know this. It's probably just going to be software, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, they still need to talk about how the Wii U, all the social networking stuff they're introducing with that. See, talk about exactly how that's going to be implemented on the 3DS side. So I mean, they have a lot to talk about besides just like a game titles or a hardware redesign.
And also I don't think they've ever shown off a hardware redesign at E3.
What?
Yeah, don't they just usually kind of announce it?
Yeah.
Later in the year.
No, you're right thinking about
So-
it.
so-
I don't think I've ever seen one.
So think about that, guy.
I don't know. And it seems pretty close to when. I mean, the DS Lite didn't come out. I mean, it came out almost a full 2 years after the original DS. I mean, 1 year after is kind of screwing your early adopters who bought, the original 3DS. I don't know. It's just nothing's really adding up with this. And I don't know where this rumor came from. I think it's just people who saw the DSi XL and they're like, oh.
Well, I think there's a lot of people that are waiting for a redesign, and I could be wrong.
I think most people are waiting for software.
Mm,
I don't think they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy this system with 2 good games because now I can play
Well, yeah.
those games on a 4-inch
I
screen.
think it's games. mostly, but a lot of people were disappointed with the battery life. Especially since with all of our smartphones, they last us all day. A 3DS wouldn't last
Oh yeah.
all day.
All right. So whatever I click is what's displayed on the video. So
On the topic of battery life, I mean, I would be absolutely thrilled if they announced, hey, you know, we're putting a more high-capacity
wow.
battery in stores, and they said, you know, it comes with a screwdriver, you take it off, you put the new one in, you'll get an extra 2 hours out of it. I would go to the store and pick it up in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
they could
I
they
could
could
see
put.
that happening.
I mean, I don't know if battery tech is really advanced that far in
That's
the
the thing, I
year,
know nothing about battery tech.
but I mean that's also something they could do without even releasing a new model. Just say, all the models we're shipping out now have this new
Sony
battery.
did it. Sony did it. I mean, they
Oh.
I mean, they did that bulgy pack that you could put on there.
Apple just did that with static.
Who is typing?
It's
I'm ready
out.
quitting now. See you guys.
no, guys. Actually, I'm gonna get going too. So if any of you want to talk with each other, I don't care.
I'm gonna go too.
I have to wake up in the morning.
For Nintendo.
I think a lot of people.
that.
No, just like in general.
Oh yeah, I generally have to wake up too at some point. It's
So weird.
It's
Yeah,
a problem.
this whole-
I'm
So
trying
do
to-
I.
not being in a coma thing is difficult.
I do too.
Maybe you are.
Maybe you're
I
all
got
just a
the crack in
figment
here.
of my imagination.
We're getting into Inception now.
I don't have a very good imagination if that's the case.
Alright. See ya.
Alright, that's it. So again, join us tomorrow for our post Nintendo conference show at some time to be determined. Probably in the
Maybe a
afternoon.
fragment of
time.
arm. Okay.
Anyways, nice chatting with you folks.
Man, I would laugh so hard if you cut yourself
Yeah.
right there.
Live on Google
That'd make it all.
Hangouts.
My life in 2 pieces.
Make it all worse. One more time.
You know, I did that growing up, actually. I smashed a bottle and I slashed my knuckle open. You know, I'm
Yeah.
cool. Smash a bottle and there's blood fell down my hand. I'm like, oh, fuck. True story.
Aye, Captain. I can't hear you.
Alright, shut it down. Shut it down.
Mm.